It's week 17 in the NFL, which means that it is Isaiah King's last regular season game of his entire career. Now, while it's a little bittersweet at this point, Isaiah can rest assured that his team is going into the playoffs, so he will play one more game after this one at least. You can see that they are the third best team in the NFL with an 11-4 record, and look at the Cleveland Browns this deep into his career. The Cleveland Browns are actually a playoff team. Yes, the Cleveland Browns are a playoff team. And just before Isaiah King laces up his cleats for his last regular season game, Jerry Boss is leading Isaiah King in the MVP category. Isaiah King, as you can see, is in second place. If he has a monster game in his final regular season game, it's possible in his very last season he could walk away as the regular season MVP. Isaiah King is also approaching a few milestones here. 3 carries shy of 300 in the season, about 78 yards shy of 1,500 yards in the season, and 2 touchdowns away from 20 on the year. And don't think that Isaiah King is slacking in the receiving game, because he is 34 receiving yards away from getting 1,000 again in his career. 4 receiving touchdowns. If we can get 5 receiving touchdowns, give him a total of 25. If he can get 2 rushing, that would surely give this man the MVP. Now, in last week, Isaiah King had 21 carries for just under 100 yards and a single touchdown, but if you want to make sure he walks away with that MVP today, he has to do a lot better in today's game. But we are facing the Jets. We are playing at home. The 12th man is hyped. The 12th man is ready, and we are going to walk out of here with the W if Isaiah King can lead the squad like he's been doing all season long. Now, a lot of you guys want to know Isaiah King's career stats. Don't worry. In the very next episode, we'll cover his career stats pre-injury and post-injury to see where he ends up in the pantheon of NFL running backs. So here we go for Isaiah King. Looking forward to get it started. The Jets have a pretty sacked defensive front, though. We're going to see what they can throw at us. Isaiah King is getting lit up, and on the very first play, fumbles the ball, and the Jets are going to go into the end zone with a touchdown. This is not how Isaiah King wants his game to be going. So the Seahawks had one of the worst ways to start the game there in that first drive. They're going to try to do something a little bit better here in the second one. Now, Kubila's in motion. Isaiah King splits out. He's open. The pass goes out here instead to the tight end. He's going to catch that ball and gets dropped after about 7 yards on that one. Now, coming out on 2nd and 3, Isaiah King again in the backfield. We're going to the halfback screen. Isaiah King is wide open, but he gets caught from behind. They're going to drop him just shy of the marker. A little bit more speed could have had the first down. So 3rd and 2, Isaiah King's got to feel pretty confident about getting this first down. You go to an inside zone. Isaiah King's going to find a seam and forces his way through to get that first down. 6 yards on that carry. Now, this time Isaiah King is split out to the right-hand side in the backfield. The safety comes up in the box. Isaiah King is wide open. The pass goes out to him. He's going to go up the safety blitz on the wrong play. He's got one guy trying to chase him down. Isaiah King goes for the stiff arm, but they wrap him up instead. A great play call by the Seahawks offense, and they're now inside the red zone. 1,000 yards receiving on the year for Isaiah. So 2nd and 6, we got a pretty close formation here. Russell Wilson under center. Isaiah King looks for something here. Splits 2 tackles. They drop him. He lands kind of awkwardly, but he looks to be okay on that play. Coming out on 3rd and 3, Isaiah King's going to try to go to the left-hand side. He has literally no chance, it looks like, and they drop him in the backfield for a single-yard loss. 6 rushes, 6 yards, and we're forced to kick a field goal. Seattle has had some moments on offense, but for the most part, the Jets have absolutely stacked the line and made sure that Isaiah King cannot get his running game going at all. Now, this is a pretty decent run for Isaiah, but still only 5 yards on that play. They're keeping this guy in check. So with the running game being squandered for the most part, Mike Tomlin says, you know what, we're going to try something a little bit different here. We go to the Wildcat. Kubila's in motion. Isaiah King fakes the handoff. Look at this man with all the room in the world, and he fumbles again. The Jets are going to recover this one. What is happening to the old man now? So here we go, 1st and 10 on the 19, and we are down 21-3 in the second quarter. This is not the way that Isaiah King expected this game to go. And we're starting it off here. Isaiah King's going to catch the ball in the backfield, and lo and behold, he actually holds on to it and doesn't fumble. Now, 2nd and 7 as we approach the midfield mark. Russell Wilson's going to look for something. Isaiah King is going deep. This ball's going up. Who is it going to? Nails almost catches that one. It's like Isaiah King ran his route a little too deep. Should not have been in the tight end's territory. So with the offense looking horrible on 3rd and 7, the Seahawks are going to opt to go back to the halfback screen. It has worked pretty much all game long. They go to, again, look at Isaiah King running over people. He's going to try to go over that. He's stumbling over his own man. Look at Isaiah King forcing his way out of bounds now at the 40. He's been heavily involved in the passing game, but the running game has been horrible for him. Isaiah King is quickly approaching 100 yards receiving on the game, which is probably close to his season high. Now, the running game is finally looking good, a positive run, and most importantly, no fumbles there. The previous time we ran the Wildcat, it ended up being horrible for us. Let me go back to it this time. Isaiah King's looking for something. He splits out. He breaks the tackle. He's got a man to the edge. Can he get past me? He's going to try to truck through him. And look at Isaiah King get into the end zone. What a run after multiple fumbles in today's game, which have pretty much shifted how the game is played. He gets a major touchdown there to get his team back into this ball game, his 60th since his injury. Now with roughly 2 minutes left in the first half, we're down 11 points, and Isaiah King says, look, if we just get a couple of yards, at least a field goal here, we'll be okay. And look at the man running through, getting the first down for his team. Now 1st and 10 on the 36-yard line. Isaiah King's in the backfield. He's going to fake around. He's going to move a little bit. Russell Wilson's going to find him. They're going to force their way through. He gets the first down, breaks a couple of tackles, and the Seahawks are going to use their first timeout. You can't take him into the second half. You might as well use him now. With roughly a minute left in the first half, the Seahawks have now crossed the 50-yard line on the 39. They go back to the halfback screen. It's worked all game long. Why not use it again? And instead, it ends up being a loss of 4 yards. So maybe the Jets have figured it out. Now 2nd and 14 with 45 seconds left. Isaiah King splits out to the right-hand side. He's got a couple guys covering him. He's back across the middle. Russell Wilson throws one, and what a pass, and what an even better catch. Isaiah has been all over the field today, and in the receiving game has been a monster. On 2nd and 10, Isaiah King is back out here, wide receiver. He's going to try and make a move. He splits out a little bit. He is covered completely. The ball instead is going to go, looks like, to the right-hand side, and they get only a couple yards. The Seahawks use a timeout too early, and they now have none with 25 seconds left. So here we go, 3rd and 4 on the 20-yard line, and no timeouts. A dicey situation with 3rd and 4. Now Kubila's back in motion. The play action fake is looking like it's working. Isaiah King's going to move somewhere, possibly anywhere. Russell Wilson's looking for something. Russell Wilson decides to throw. He throws it on the run, and it looks like the young fella is going to get into the end zone. What a play by Russell Wilson. I was fully prepared to talk trash about him, but he throws a dime here as Burgess comes around, never gives up on the play, and dives into the end zone to get a touchdown and bring us within just a couple of points. Now it's time for the Seahawks to make a major statement here in the second half. If they can march down here and score pretty early on, they'll be looking pretty solid. After the Seahawks struggled early in the first half, they ended up finishing the first half very well. And in the second half, if they can start out strong here, they're going to make a major statement against a tough Jets defense. Now Russell Wilson, all the time in the world, he's got pressure in his face. He evades it a couple times. He throws one deep, and look at this. Kubila is wide open. Russell Wilson looking like Houdini Jr. out here, and Kubila breaks multiple tackles. Russell Wilson is looking like the MVP. Forget Isaiah. Give the MVP to Russell Wilson. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. After one of the greatest plays we have ever seen from Russell Wilson, here on the 17-yard line, Isaiah King is going to split out to the right-hand side. He's looking for something. He's got a couple guys near him. The pass instead goes to the middle across to Nails, and Nails is going to get down to the 3-yard line, making it the perfect spot to run the ball with Isaiah. So here we go, 1st and goal on the 3. We're going to do a halfback toss to the right-hand side. Great blocking on the edge, and Isaiah King gets in for his 2nd rushing touchdown of the day, his 61st since he had his injury, and his 20th of the season. So the new set of downs in the 3rd quarter coming to a close, they opt to go to a halfback screen because, look, the Jets have shown they cannot cover. No matter what happens, they've been struggling to keep Isaiah King in front of them, but they only allowed 3 yards on that screen. Now 2nd and 6, Isaiah King lines up at a wide receiver. He's going to run his route beautifully. He goes across, instead the ball goes to Nails, and Nails gets that first down as the 3rd quarter comes to a close. It's a 24-24 ball game. Anyone's ball game at this point. And Mike Tomlin, if he can keep calling a good game, get some offensive plays, and Isaiah King stops turning the ball over, this team could walk out here with another W to close out their season strong. 1st and 10 again here on the 30-yard line as the 4th quarter starts. Isaiah King with a great block. Russell Wilson moves. He throws off his back foot. And how is Russell Wilson making these throws? Kubila hauls that one in. Almost 300 yards passing in the day. Only 4 completions. Russell Wilson is balling out of control. On 2nd and short, the 4th quarter is winding down. Isaiah King stays in a block again. This ball's going to go deep in double coverage, and this one is intercepted. Russell Wilson. All you had to do was throw it somewhere else, anywhere else, but you go to double coverage, and Zachary gets a major interception for the Jets. Despite that interception, the Jets get the ball, and then they turn it over in their own territory. So on the 4-yard line, Isaiah King gets the rock. They're going to hand it off to him, and he gets leveled. I mean, absolutely leveled like an RKO on that one. The Seahawks have been on the goal line 4, and they've thrown some passes, and it hasn't really worked, so they opt to go for a run here. Isaiah King's going to try to follow his blockers. He's going to dive into the end zone, and he's just going to get destroyed by 2 players, but gets another rushing touchdown. His 3rd of the day. I believe 22 rushing touchdowns on the season, giving him 26 or 27 total with all the receiving touchdowns as well. The Jets defense has forced roughly 3 turnovers, and they don't really have much to say for it, especially here in the second half. And this ball's going to go out here to the left. Look at Nails looking like something crazy. Isaiah King being the decoy, throws a crucial block. Nails is streaking. Can anyone catch the big fella? All 6'6" of them is going to scamper down to the 14-yard line. Look at the production from this guy. No touchdowns, but a major factor in today's game. Now, 1st and 10, we're in the Wildcat in the red zone. It's worked sometimes, hasn't worked other times. So we're going to see what he can do here. Isaiah King jukes a guy out of his shoes. He's going to keep going. Anyone going to catch him? Isaiah King is into the end zone for his 4th rushing touchdown of the day. And by far, I think his best rush of the ball game. 1,500 yards rushing on the season for him. What a way to close out this game with a monster touchdown to seal the deal for his club. Just look at the juke move again, cuts back inside, slips the defender, breaks another tackle here, and then goes in to make his coach happy. And that is going to seal it. What a performance by Isaiah King in his last regular season game of his entire career. In his final season, he's going to walk out the Week 17 victory of 41-24, 4 rushing touchdowns, a receiving touchdown to go on top of that. What a game. As we look at the stats, Russell Wilson had a really good day. Only 5 incompletions, almost 350 yards, and a single passing touchdown, and only a single interception. Could have had more passing TDs, but this was definitely Isaiah King's day. On the rushing side, Isaiah King led everybody with 113 yards on the ground, 4 rushing touchdowns, 2 fumbles, which have a little cause for concern, but still, heck of a game by Isaiah. On the receiving side, it might have been even better for Isaiah. 11 receptions, 137 yards, no receiving touchdowns, so I actually stand incorrect on that one, but still, what a game by Isaiah King as he leads his team to a 12-win season. Next game will be the playoffs.